Hey, welcome back to the Townsend. I'm trying something different this time. Probably obvious from difference in video quality and background. I'm just attempting to use the built-in cam on my computer right now and see how that does. So I can do a little more editing before I upload stuff instead of depending on my phone and not having as much say on how it looks trying to transfer it. Anyways, I wanted to do a quick random review of the new Batman movie titled The Batman. Now, I took my kid to this last night, and when I first heard, like, obviously, like a year or so ago, like most people, I heard who was going to play Batman. I was skeptical, but at the same time, I didn't write it off as possibly being good or not right away just based on that because I have seen Robert Pattinson in a few other movies, even though he's best known, obviously, from the Twilight series. He's definitely not his best work, and some of that has to do with the script writing and producing and what he had to work with. So honestly, for what it was, he did all right because that's what that was. But I've seen a few movies since where he clearly went out of his way to pick jobs where he could show that he has a range of acting ability, and it is not just relegated to that one cheesy, you know, brooding character. But he did good in this, and the style that this was done in is different, but still good. Obviously they can work in some multiverse explanation to the differences in universes. Now that DC wants to, jump on that bandwagon of multiverse type things, even though they're doing it a little differently through like Flashpoint or whatnot. This particular one was actually interesting because they focused it more on like the early comics, the a lot more of the like a noir detective style to it, where he actually displayed his ability to be an asset to the police, even if they were skeptical because he's wearing a suit and a mask. He still was. They showed more of his actual detective work and less of the superhero stuff. Even though that was there, it was still like that was secondary. So he did a lot more actual police work, you know, detective work, you could say. More like, since he wasn't a law enforcement officer himself, he was more like a private detective who was just really good at it. Good enough to actually work alongside cops occasionally. But yeah, so they did a good job. I think they captured the spirit of those early comics that, were more focused on the detective aspect of his job as a vigilante and not just him going after people. Though he does do that. I'm not going to spoil details for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, but I will say it was worth going to see. And I'm glad that they let it be as long as it was. It was well over 2 hours, but that's good because when people try to cram too much in a short, normal length film, it wouldn't have done it the credit it deserved. And probably would have sacrificed some material that made it as good as it was. So yeah, don't drink too much soda early on in the movie because there's no intermission built in. And there is a funny Easter egg at the end, so it's worth waiting. Wait through the final words that go up on the screen and everything. Someone helpful at the theater gave me the heads up to wait, even though I would have anyways, just because I assume more people are doing that end of the movie Easter egg thing than they used to. Marvel does it all the time pretty much, but now more and more other movies, especially franchise movies. But yes, so it was good, and there's definitely some awesome glimpses of future villains that will come up in that are in the movie as well. Like where they barely meet. Like we get a glimpse of the Joker before he actually comes to the forefront, and just you get an idea of who he is, and that's interesting. Just a little tease because this one is focuses on the Riddler's first attempt to get to do what he does. But yeah, overall, it was worth going to see. And definitely, it was a fun movie to watch, and it was good to see another movie where he can show that he acts, that he has the acting talent and range to do more than just the romantic, you know, vampire movies. But yeah, so worth the watch. Highly recommend it. Especially if this is going to turn into being a part of a larger franchise. So I did like it as a standalone, but I do like the fact that they're clearly hinting towards more. I definitely want to see them develop this particular Joker, and you'll see why when you get your glimpse of him when you watch the movie. Like I know that actor, and he's already proven to be good at doing similar characters. So I do look forward to that. Well, if you if you appreciate my random review, please give it a like, uh, comment what you thought, and maybe any suggestions in the comments for future reviews of different things. I review anything, I mean, basically what my taste test challenges are. But yeah, I will get back to you next time. If I see another cool movie in the near future, I might do a random review of it. I just felt the need after seeing this and hearing, both positive and negative things about going into it, and then felt, it was good enough that I needed to say something about how good it was. So, all right. Oh yeah, and happy St. Patty's Day. That was also the day before. So, you know, for us over here. I hope you all had a safe and fun St. Patty's Day.